What's going on, everybody? I'm Lewis. Welcome to the Watch Dealers. I'm one of the owners here at TWD, and today I want to share with you my predictions for Rolex in 2021. So, let's take a little time and talk a little watches. Alright, before we get started, we've got to do that wristwatch check though, right? Today, I'm wearing a black dial Rolex Explorer 2. This is a mid-2000s piece, so it's got that slimmer case profile that we used to see on the sports before we got that maxi case with the fat lugs. If you've got a 6 to 7 inch wrist, these mid-2000s, even to the late 2000s sports watches can be perfect on wrist. They sit so comfortably. They're quintessential Rolex sports in my view. The new stuff, well, I'm sure we'll discuss that in the future. This piece I snuck out of the store at TWD, so it's going to get back there soon. Make sure you stay tuned to the website, www.thewatchdealers.com.au. It's going to hit the store very, very soon. When we talk about Rolex in 2021, I think we need to keep this into 3 categories. What are we losing, what are we changing, and what are we hoping for? For what we're losing, I think it's time we get rid of the Rolex Air King. It's the ugly stepchild of the collection. It hasn't sold well. It pops into the news every now and again when they make a QC error and put 2 6s on the dial or 2 9s or whatever it was they did. No one's buying this watch, guys. Let's be honest. It's time for it to go. It's outdated. It's a holdover from the 34mm era of the sports watches. I think this year is the year we finally see the Air King out of the collection. What will be changing? Well, I think that's going to be the Explorer 1. I don't see this piece going anywhere this year, but I do see a change coming. This piece sells really well for Rolex because it's the entry into the sports models. It's the piece that people get because the subs, the GMTs, the Daytonas are all unobtainium. If you can't get those pieces, go for the Explorer 1. That's been the mindset for a number of years here for the Rolex collector. The problem that we see now is in 2020, Rolex updated the movement and the case in the OP line. The Oyster Perpetual went up to a 41mm. I don't want to see that in the Explorer, and I don't think we will. But what they did do is they put the 3230 movement in it, giving it a 70-hour power reserve. If the Explorer 1 wants to compete in that sports model category, it needs the 70-hour power reserve. And it's an easy change. We know that that 3230 movement fits, so put it in the 39mm case. If you want to go real hard, put the 36mm back on the line. 36mm, 39mm Explorer 1, that would be an absolute winner. All right, let's discuss hopes and dreams for 2021 with Rolex. The thing we all know isn't going to happen, but damn, I wish it would. Please, Rolex, make the Oyster Flex bracelet available across the entire professional range. There's no reason this shouldn't happen. People are already going to Everest and Rubber B to get the look. Just make it available. Make it fit the Explorer 1, the Explorer 2, make it fit the Submariner, the Daytona. Offer it to everyone that wants one. You already have a problem with no one being able to buy your watches in the first place. Give them an option when they're finally able to do it. If we can see this year the Rolex Oyster Flex bracelet across the line of professional watches, that is an absolute game changer for me. Thank you so much for tuning into the Watch Dealers, guys. Please have your say down below in the comments. Leave your predictions for Rolex 2021. I'm going to try my very best to respond to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate the time you've taken to watch. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. Head over to the link in the description below, www.thewatchdealers.com.au for our full range. Every now and again, there's a sneaky piece that doesn't quite make it on the store. Send us an email, send us a DM, like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you here next week.